Do you think sex makes the bond between the boyfriend and girlfriend stronger? You're moving your eye
Is it boyfriend and girlfriend for me? Hi guys.
Hello everyone.
What up, people?
Yeah,
How
yeah,
you
yeah.
doing?
Hi.
Okay, so this is Shall We Spill?
Yeah, what shall
And over
we
here,
spill?
we're gonna be spilling a lot.
Can you be more specific? What are we
See,
spilling?
We're gonna be spilling vodka, tequila, coffee.
It's funny you started with alcohol.
Sorry. We're gonna be spilling water.
Exactly. Let's
We're
see.
gonna spill coffee.
Yeah.
Whatever your go-to is, just name it. So we're
Your
gonna spill.
specialty.
Okay.
Now more or less like your bartender.
Yeah.
Only that we spilled the drink
At this
on you.
moment, while you're
Yeah,
bartender.
yeah,
So
yeah,
whatever
yeah.
your order is, we're gonna give it to you. Hot and spicy.
All right.
All right. So my name is Bloom David, and this is Shall We Spill? Like I said it earlier.
Adesho Kontofun, you can call me TJ. So,
Sorry, I forgot your words.
Adesho Kontofun. You know it's Yoruba name, so it's a little bit long. So Adesho Kontofun, just call me TJ.
All right.
Yeah.
So today we're going to be talking about relationships.
Yeah.
That's a very dicey topic that I actually think a lot of Nigerians like.
A very sensitive one at that. It's
Yes.
Very sensitive.
We're going to talk about relationships
Yeah.
today. Basically, the nitty-gritties of relationships, everything in between, everything about relationships. We're going to be dropping, we're going to be spilling today.
I feel like at some point everybody has been in love. Nobody can deny that. It's a natural phenomenon.
I think we have some people behind the cameras that, haven't been in love.
Hey.
They can't relate.
Probably had a crush on
I won't
someone.
mention names, but
You just said someone behind the camera.
sorry. It's all right.
Anyway, as I was saying, so I think love is a natural phenomenon. You must have a crush at one point in your life. Whether you choose
At
to
what
acknowledge
point in
it.
your life you would have been in love? And to me, I feel like it doesn't have to be romantic love or in the romantic context.
Just out of curiosity.
Family,
For you, I want to ask you a
friends.
question.
Yeah.
When was the first time you had a crush on someone?
The first time I had a crush on someone, I actually don't remember because I'm not one to have crushes. Like,
I don't understand. Why?
I feel like I realized early enough, which may be a little bit weird, but
Jeez.
I realized early enough that crushes are just unrealistic. Yeah.
I feel like it's sort of like the bedrock to finding someone for yourself now.
No.
If you
A
someone,
lot of times, crushes are just very fantasy related.
yeah.
It's not really anything serious or deep.
That's
I can have a crush on you because of your hair or because of your
That's a weird way
shoes
to
or
put
something.
it. My
Doesn't-
shoe, wait, what? My shoe.
I'm just saying, like, that's just
You're
to give you.
mocking me now.
That's just no, I'm not now. It's just to like let you know how unrealistic they could be a lot of
That's true,
times.
Sha. That's true.
So I realized early enough that crushes are just
But I've
stupid.
heard of stories whereby someone is like, it was my first crush, and they end up getting married, children, and
It means that the crush was strong enough. It wasn't so unrealistic, and it led to something beautiful.
True.
Happy for them, but for me, I don't think it's realistic. So
That's weird, by the way.
Yeah.
So we're talking about the various elements in relationships. Like, is love enough to keep a relationship going? Insecurities, and when is it healthy to cut off a relationship? Like a toxic one at that. When is it safe? And you see a relationship leading to someone losing their life. There are things that could have been avoided at the very initial stage. So we're talking about those sensitive topic today, and we're dissecting it and what to do and what not to do, and giving our own perspective.
so we're not just spilling; we're also dissecting.
Yeah, we are trying to going
thanks for
down,
letting
down,
us
down,
know.
down.
All right.
So, firstly, we're talking about, let's go with the insecurity part. When you hear insecurity about a person, I think everybody in this life, I don't want to know who you are. You have just one insecurity in you. It's normal, like human. We're not perfect, right? There's that feeling in you that, you just can't comprehend at times. It's just there. Do you understand? And sometimes this kind of feeling, they sort of like affect our relationship. Do you understand? Feeling like you're not good enough. You're not good enough for this person. You'll never be enough. This feeling of this inferiority complex, thinking that no matter what I do, to never be enough. You see it playing its part in relationship, and people like, sometimes it even ends up like breaking the relationship. Do you understand? So most times it's like as if we don't work on ourselves, and when insecurities can take charge instead of love, you get it. Have you ever been in a situation where somebody's talking to you like, this is not the person I fell in love with?
Exactly. I feel like a lot of times, a lot of us do not even know we have insecurities until we go into relationships. Then we discover,
you never know how jealous you are until you fall in love. Yes. You'll be like, I can never be jealous of somebody, bro. Then the moment you fall in love.
Yes, I get that.
Yeah, so I feel like if people don't, work on that aspect of, personally for myself, I would say I've been in a relationship whereby my insecurity took control and like ended everything. At the point I didn't even recognize where I was anymore. Mm-hmm. Do you understand? I was doing things, I'd be like, after I'd done, I'd be like,
you're like,
why?
This is not me.
Exactly. Like,
this is not me.
How did I end up here, And these things, they don't just start, like, they don't just come out from nowhere. They start from at the grassroots. Let's say someone that I feel like as if it's not enough. Probably the person is not even loved at all. So no matter love, the person, you cannot even give what you don't have. If you're not loved at home, you can never love somebody. Because you don't even understand the concept of what love is.
Exactly. So basically, they're like foundational problems
you need to
that need
visit
to
the
be
roots.
tackled first. Before, yes, you have to discover the roots, like you said, before you're able to tackle these insecurities.
So, yeah.
Exactly.
People like that, if you want to deal with somebody who is always usually insecure, and most people are insecure, they usually overthink. You say, I'm an overthinker. You don't know what the meaning of an overthinker is. Bro, if you're an overthinker, the moment you wake up in the morning, you've thought of all the bad things that could happen to you for the rest of the day. And the funny thing about waking up in the morning, if you don't think straight, like if your mind is not clear, if you're not focused, at the beginning of the day, you can ruin the whole day for you.
Like you literally set the frequency for your day the moment you wake up.
Exactly.
If you wake up sad and you continue to be sad and moody,
the whole day is spoiled already.
You're going to spoil your whole day. So you better get rid of that. And
if you cannot take control of, if you cannot take charge of that in your own personal life, it will affect your relationship. Because if you're in a relationship with somebody, remember, you're trying to be one. You're trying to have the same mind. You're trying to agree on something. If at all you have a partner that is insecure, it will affect your relationship.
Exactly. So at that point, you're thinking about the consequences of your actions, knowing that you're not the only one that's going to be affected.
Exactly.
There's a second party.
Exactly.
So
and most people, they see insecurities as red flag. Do you understand? Let's say you have a boyfriend who's over possessive, and you're this kind of person, like you like life of the party, you like to be free and all. If you see someone like that, you feel like, now you probably kill my star. That's a red flag for you. You understand?
Exactly.
We are not compatible to some extent. So I feel like if you're dating somebody, you should know. You should know, like, I'm going to date this guy. This person is insecure, is overprotective, is this, is that. Then you not check your own personality and like, does it go well together? You understand? So if you're looking at it from that aspect, you should understand that if I'm going to fall in love with somebody, one thing about people with insecurity, I'm not saying they cannot change, they can, but it takes a lot of work. At some point, you'll be asking yourself, am I married to you? Because the amount of energy, work, patience with the person, the time you argue, fight,
but relationships in general take a lot of work.
But I think those with insecurity is like extra work, is like an added.
So you're trying to say, like, if you're in a relationship with someone who's insecure, it's like more work to do in a relationship.
It is.
I see.
It is.
But do you think that everybody has some form of insecurities?
I believe so.
Even if maybe at the moment they do not have insecurities, at some point in their lives, they probably had one insecurity or the other. Or there are people that they don't get insecurity at all. Like
everybody, see, the funniest thing, anybody who is very good at everything or is better at everything, they're hiding something. If you see somebody who is like always on top of the world, if you look deep down, there is something they're hiding. I think it's just one of the, I would say, prerequisite of being a human being. There's just that feeling in us. There's something, nothing is enough. In economics, say human want are insatiable. Nothing is enough for us. So there's that void in us. We just need to fill with something. Imagine somebody who feels like, okay, he's bad at something. Then he discovers that, I'm good at this thing. He will try as much as possible to be the best at that in order to fill up for that emptiness he's feeling on the other side of something. Do you understand? If you get what I'm trying to say. So I feel like every human being,
whether they admit or not,
are insecure about something.
Okay.
It just depends on how we deal with it.
I think there's that, but then I think that there's also people who have discovered the insecurities or discovered that they have insecurities and have actually taken practical steps to overcome these insecurities.
Obviously. So that is that about. And the other aspect is when you feel like I want to ask you this question. When you think it is, healthy enough to cut off a toxic relationship, if you feel like this person,
okay,
issues like this can be life-threatening. You'd be like, it will change. This guy is beating the hell out of you. One day, my sister's just going to carry something and eat on you, and that's the end.
But toxicity is not just related to
or violence and everything.
Abuse,
of course, it can be maybe the person is being charged over something, or the person just likes to argue over jealousy. At times, can be quite toxic.
Yeah.
So
I think possessiveness as well.
Exactly.
Overly possessive, because sometimes it may be
good. When
good.
You think it's healthy, like to cut it off?
To cut off a toxic relationship when it's healthy.
Yeah.
First off, is a toxic relationship healthy? It's unhealthy.
I think let me
So
I'm not trying to play it safe, but here's the thing. You see, when two human beings are coming together, there's always going to be an interest of conflict. Do you understand? You're coming together to become one.
A conflict of interest.
Yeah, sorry, conflict of interest rather. You're coming together to talk about something. At some point, you will not agree on something.
Exactly.
You might bring out something about the person you don't like. That's the insecurity. It may not lead to a toxic, if it keeps growing, it leads to a toxic relationship. You might somebody that is over possessive. Telling you, don't go out, don't leave this house.
And then you're extroverted, you're the life of the party, you want to party, you want to.
So when is it safe to cut it off?
When is it safe?
Yeah.
I feel like you're trying to play it safe, and I'm not particularly okay with that.
Okay.
But if first off, I don't think toxic relationships are good. If I don't want to outrightly say if your relationship is toxic, cut it off, end that shit. But if you've tried to work out things and it's proving abortive, it's futile, my dear, carry your load and leave the relationship. As they'll say, run. But don't run. Just
so you're saying I'm just going to give up on this person?
No, I mentioned if you've tried to work out things. Okay, so there's the working out
aspect of it.
Yes. Do not just up and run, up and leave. You have to at least put in. This is someone you said you loved. So if you're not willing to work on it, and you love that person, no, you have to at least try to work on it. But if it's abortive, if it's too much of work leading to no result at all, futile basically, just end it. Because last it goes the end. So what's the point in stressing yourself? Life is too short.
Yeah, that's true. I feel my own perspective about the issue is that I feel like to end a relationship, I think is when it's getting a little bit, when you're seeing traces of violence. Your life. So
in essence, you're saying that no matter how toxic the relationship is, that's what you just said. See, that's what you just said, because you said you think it's when it's getting physical. Yeah, that's when you should up and leave. So you're saying even if
I think that's the highest form of
I feel like people your toxic is not my toxic, okay? What I would consider toxic is not what
true. Everybody red flag is different. Yeah.
So it may be really something really choky, but may not be physical, but it's choky for me. It's really toxic for me. So you're saying I should stay there because it's not your physical, because they're not here giving me a punch. I should stay there because I will up and leave.
I feel like
if I've tried to work out things, of course, yes.
I feel like the thing is that if you feel like I'm trying to work out with this one, it did not work, you leave this person. You will still meet the same. There's no perfect person out there.
If you still meet the same person, then you have to really look inward. It means you're attracting. I'm saying this because I've been on a self-awareness journey.
Okay, that's rich.
I've been on a self-awareness journey, and it's been opening my eyes to a lot of things that I didn't even know.
About yourself or other people?
Myself, people I attract and all of that. If you meet the same kind of person, it means you're attracting the wrong people. It means there's a problem somewhere. So you have to look inward. Introspection, okay? You have to look inward and try to find out, what happened in my life? Maybe father, daddy issues or whatever he gets. And try to work on that. Try to heal from whatever. Therapy if possible.
It's funny you mentioned therapy. I don't think that are there any therapists in Nigeria?
The therapists in
They
Nigeria.
are probably very
The
expensive.
therapists in Nigeria, of course. There are also like shows you can watch and all of that on YouTube and all of that.
Yeah, sure.
You get.
Okay.
So try to find out why am I attracting these people? Because you cannot be attracting the same kind of people and there's nothing wrong. I mean, they're good people. Please keep on attracting them. But like the same bad people, there's something wrong. So you have to love yourself so much to want to get rid of that. So you have to go on a journey of discovery, self-discovery, basically.
Okay.
So do you think that a partner can make the other toxic?
Yeah, of course. You can pass it to the next person.
No, not even like pass it. Like your actions as my partner can make me toxic, behave toxically towards you, or you get.
Of course. Let me give an instance. All right. So the thing is that if, let's say, for instance, now we're dating now, and I'm this kind of person that, for instance, all right. So I'm this kind of person. Whenever you talk to me, or whenever I'm like, let's say I'm frustrated about something, I flare out. I don't know how to control my anger around you. So you come to me and like, yo, I want to talk to you about something. I'm like, well, just leave me alone. If I do that repeatedly in your presence, remember, if you're dating somebody, there's some attitude of the person you start. See, you get to a level where you date somebody that you start talking like the person. You start using that slang. It's psychological. For you. I want to see husband and wife. They'll be you guys look like you look like brothers and sisters.
I mean, but those are couples, like married
it's still
couples.
the same thing. It's the same thing. It's psychological. If you live with somebody, if you're dating somebody, talk to the person 24/7, you start acting like the person. You might not even notice subconsciously you're doing that. So imagine now you come to me, you start saying stuff like that. If another person comes to you and you are frustrated, you might want to portray that same attitude, being that your brain has automatically stored like a response to that kind of situation. So in that aspect, I've passed what I'm not meant to pass to you. You might not necessarily do back to me, but I might do to another person. Do you understand? Let's say your junior one come to me and like, please can you help me? Like, well, leave me alone, Jerry. Do you understand that kind of situation now? You've passed that same thing. And I'm like, I'm sorry. Your brain has told you that, this is not your normal self. So in that sense, if you trace it back, you'll be like, oh, my partner. Do you understand?
Yeah.
You see the kind of issues.
I hear you. I think another aspect is basically you getting tired or fed up of my actions.
Sure.
That could also create toxicity or make your partner become toxic, basically. So like your partner is doing something you don't like, and you've told him, you've brought it to his knowing, to his knowledge, over and over again. Okay. He keeps repeating.
All right.
Apologizes, repeats. Apologizes, repeats. So it's like the pattern. And then you're fed up, you're tired. Like, okay, if you're not going to succumb to my wants or like pay attention to my dislikes or what I don't like, do you think that's also another aspect?
I think it is.
Because now the person will start being resentful.
Yeah.
Exactly. Different and all of that. Like,
let's say like now.
I would not flare up. That could not lead to some form of toxicity, you know,
that
or
instance
breed
you just
toxicity
give now,
in the relationship.
the analogy you just give now. Imagine, as you said now, you kept on talking to the person like, please change, and the guy did not change, and let's say the relationship, guys eventually end it. If she moves on to another person, do you understand? If she's that, let's say another issue comes up and she's begging that guy, at some point she'll just give up on herself, like all men are the same. You see, that's where this phrase come from. All men has come. It's the truth now.
But aren't.
That's another
I'm kidding, guys.
Another fix. So,
I mean,
come on.
I think some men are
Come
beautiful.
All right. So, as I was saying, the thing is that people like that, they've been in a situation whereby they've tried to talk to their partner over and over again. To no avail, the person did not change. It's like, no, I'm just done. You move on to another person. The person did the same thing to you. The person did not change. At some point, you'll be like, you know what? Everybody is just the same. That's, to some people, like, if I'm a guy, if I'm talking to you, I'm like, I will change, I'm changing. I'm like, I don't believe in what you're saying. You don't believe in me.
Because
so
of
like
your past experiences.
Exactly. You see the trait now, from the first person she dated, that spread.
So she now has this ideology that, all men are the same.
Exactly.
So she doesn't even
if she meet the right one, she won't even be able to identify the person.
She doesn't even give them the chance to show themselves who they really are.
You know
she already has
this
stereotype, like, so I'm not trying.
Exactly. So,
all right.
That is that about it. And one other thing I would like to talk about is the element of sex in a relationship. So I would ask you now.
I said I was spilling. Just start spilling.
All right. Do you think sex makes the bond between the boyfriend and girlfriend stronger? You're moving your eye
It's
like...
a boyfriend and girlfriend for me. So basically, I'm not, a believer of, how do I put it now?
Just say your mind. You're spilling it in. I just say it the way it comes to your mind.
I feel like I have a different view of sex in
Everybody does.
relationships from everybody
Everybody
or
does.
from the norm, the conventional
Okay.
thing of that. I don't think sex is necessary in relationships.
Okay.
So
Talk more.
you talking about bonding.
Yeah.
I feel like bonding has nothing to do with sex.
When I wait,
Or
try to
doesn't have
understand
so
what I'm
much to
Understand
do
what I'm
with
trying to
sex
say.
in relationships.
when I said bonding and everything, it has been proven.
Mm.
Like once the two come together, sex actually spiritual.
Dr. T, give us a T. Okay.
You're just whining me. As I was saying, so the thing is that sex actually, scientifically proven, it is true that it makes the bond stronger. But the thing is that people are
In relationships or in marriage?
not marriage. I'm not talking
In
about marriage,
relationships.
relationships now, boyfriend and girlfriend. The thing is that now, people have now made sex like the foundational this thing. Like, if we're not doing this, we're not coming together. Or how can I even trust you?
Or it's like your relationship is on the verge of ending because you say no to sex, or I don't want sex.
Exactly. So, do you think to some extent it makes relationships stronger, or it's just...
First off, sex, I feel like God's intent for sex was definitely to create stronger bond.
And for
you know?
pleasure.
Pleasure, of course.
Yeah, exactly.
But, like there's a connection. And what is connection? Bonding, right?
Sure.
So definitely there's some form of bonding from sexual intercourse. But I don't think it's a necessary ingredient for relationships, personally.
It leads me to this question. Do you think love is enough for a relationship to work? Because, of course, love is like the foundation of every relationship.
Exactly.
So do you think it's enough to like carry it?
Of every relationship.
Yeah.
I could argue that. I think I've come across people that their relationships, they didn't feel anything for each other at first.
Sorry?
They didn't feel anything, like have feelings for each other, love, any of that before the relationship. But
Hold on. They didn't, like, there was nothing, there was no chemistry.
Yes.
And they said they were dating. How is that even possible? That's your friend, that's your acquaintance, or...
So you could say friendship, okay? Friendship,
Exactly.
Love is one of the foundational tools.
I'm talking about romantic love now.
Romantically, okay.
Yeah.
Yes. All right.
So I'm saying, is it enough for a relationship to move on?
Definitely is not enough, my dear. It's not enough. Love can never be enough. There are lots of other factors that have to be put in place for relationships to work.
All right.
Love is not everything, okay? It's not yes and final. There has to be understanding. There has to be communication. For one, there has to be compatibility. So compatibility has to be in check.
That's
Love is
very
never
paramount.
enough. Love is never enough. It's never enough.
And also money. Money is very vital. See, love is sweet.
When money enter, love is sweeter.
Love is sweeter.
Period. Like,
so money.
Money is a foundational tool as well. I'm sorry, but yes, money is a foundational tool.
Would you let me ask you one question?
Foundational elements.
Let me ask you one question now. If you're to date somebody, would you rather check the person's financial capability? If you're like, a guy is coming to you and like, yo, what's up? I'm interested.
I'm sorry, but I would.
You
Actually, I'm not
check that.
sorry. I would though. I would. Please, I would. Because it cannot come and be stressing me. Nah, I'm going to definitely. It's not going to be top of
I want to
the
ask you a
list.
question. What if you're in the capacity, like, okay, let me put it this way now. You meet a guy, he's interested in you and everything, but you discover that financially you are more capable than the guy. Would you still go on, even if you love the guy?
I'm sorry, I'm not wired that way.
You wouldn't.
There are people that, of course, are wired that way. They don't mind, but I mind. If you gotta,
I'm saying, okay, let's say you're earning 6 figures here.
If I'm earning 6 figures, you have to be earning 10 figures, period.
Wow.
Yes.
Are you a feminist?
Maybe. But does this even have anything to do with feminism?
I think it does to some extent.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you're that independent woman.
No, but this is not, I mean, this is me saying, if I have 6 figures, you should have more. Do you get? So I want you, in as much as I want to be independent, in as much as I want to be my own boss, I want you to be able to take up risk. I want you to be the man, period. So I don't think this has anything to do with feminism. If I'm earning 6 figures, you better be earning 10 figures, okay?
Wow, that's very rich. I'm just saying, like, you be the one, like, you know, the way the world is changing, actually. The way we see the world, like, 10 years ago is not the same way we are seeing it now. You know, we have marriages. And let me say, I've seen marriages whereby the wife does most of the work for the family in terms of providing. And the guy is just the one taking care of the children at home. Though he's doing something, but it's not as, you know, lucrative as the wife one.
The truth is, last, in the long run, or
why do you think the guy should be the one with the highest?
No. Listen to me first.
All right.
In the short run or the long run, she's going to get tired. No matter how much she loves you, she's going to get tired.
That's not true. I disagree
because
with that.
I feel like this is not even our decision. Do you get? It's not something she would do voluntarily. She may love you so much. She's okay with that at first. But in the long run, she just starts to get fed up and all of that. I feel like it's because that's basically how God has ordained it to be.
Did he?
Yes. That's how God has ordained it to be. The man has to take responsibility. God.
See, when I'm saying someone listen, when I say someone is
the man is the head of the house, as Christ is the head of the church, right? So what Christ is referred to as a shepherd, right?
Sure.
So he basically takes care of the church. He provides. That's what the man is supposed to be doing.
Does everything have to be centered on financial?
It's not just financial. It's the only money you provide.
Exactly.
You provide stability.
I'm saying exactly.
But money influences stability. Let's be honest.
Okay, yeah, it does.
It influences stability.
It does.
Whether you like it or not, it does.
It does, yeah.
Exactly. So last.
I'm just of this opinion.
She go tire.
I still disagree with you on that.
She go tire. Like.
Hear me out. Okay, hear me out. What I'm trying to say is that the guy is there for the family. The wife is always busy, you know, working and all. But the children and everything, the guy is there providing emotional support, doing everything. And, you know, he's making sure everything in the house is okay. The only thing I know he's not doing is, though he's providing, but not as, you know, to the rate of the wife. You understand? But he's still doing something in the long run. He's still the head. Whatever he says, still stands.
So definitely still the head.
That's what I'm saying.
But if you're the head not be for mouth. You have to step up and show us that you're the head. Do you get me?
So you're just saying you should just have money.
Please though, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying
now I'm confused.
Of course, you should have the money, but there are other things you should have as well. Okay, it's not just money. We're not just money minded. Okay, we're not.
I'm just telling you, a time will come.
Alone
a
over
time will
here.
come. I'm just saying, a time will come. But it has even come, safe. The wife has to be the one. No, the most of the work.
Then you'll be ready to switch positions because last.
Who's ready? I'm not saying I'm the one. I'm not saying.
No, you the person.
Better, okay.
Because last, you just have to give up your position as head.
Like I said earlier, money is very vital. So I feel like to play it safe, both should be doing something.
Exactly, both should be doing something. Like
both should be doing something.
I'm not one to.
I would love to take care of my girl. I would love for her not to work or do anything, but I still feel like, you know, if you're idle, it can even bring up fights. Do you understand? That's some necessary thing you'll be paying attention to. Something like that, like petty things you'll be paying attention to because you have nothing to do. Imagine if they're both going to work every day. Maybe the guy, a co-worker.
What if she's working from home or he's working from home?
Okay, that's it.
I mean, you have to put. This is a new era.
What I'm just saying is that to be alright and everything, I think you should play it safe.
Money is the spice to every relationship. Okay, sorry.
Yeah,
let me not say that. Money is part of the spices that spice up relationships.
Yeah,
you get.
Yeah. So the funny thing about love is that, as I said earlier, everybody, no matter who you are, I think is how we're wired as human. There's that part of love in us. Do you understand? You will definitely fall in love. So it takes one to be like, I think falling in love is like a decision you take every day, like when you give your life to Christ. It's a decision. Sometimes you might not even like your partner like the way you used to like the person, but that decision you like, it is you. Do you understand? Person might be insecure. It takes a lot of work to understand somebody, trying to work together, to always fight and argument. And bro, I'm telling you, it still takes that decision to wake up everyone. I'm like, come rain, come sun, still you.
Okay, so let's take this to the romantic context now.
All right.
So you're talking about everybody falling in love someday and all of that. How about nuns? You know, the Reverend Sisters and all those, those
I
people.
still don't know how they
Not just Reverend Sisters alone. The people that have decided that in life,
go celebrate.
in this life, I do not want to get married. I do not want to be in any form of
I
relationship.
can't, there's some things I cannot speak on because I don't have experience in it. I don't know what it is. I don't even know what, like.
Personally, you can.
I can't.
No matter the shege we will see.
No.
We will always love.
Never.
We will still love. It's
Never.
like come rain, come sun.
Exactly.
We will still love.
Those people that are doing it, I mean,
We can
kudos to
never
them.
give up on love. But like you guys.
There's a reason why God made us, like, He made us this way. Like, there's a reason why love is even mentioned in the Bible. There's a reason why we see love every day. Love is there. So for some people to take that bold step and be like, you know what, screw love. Nothing
Like
for me.
companionship and all
Exactly,
of
and
that.
to just be by themselves.
But at the same time, it wasn't made compulsory. Like
It's not yet, of course. of
It's
course.
just a good thing to
It's
have
just
a
one of
companion.
just one of the like bonuses in life.
Exactly,
Love.
a great bonus.
It's funny enough that we mess it up. Like
That's man for you. We keep corrupting.
human. Don't say man. I think it's directed. Human. That's human for you. If I
Sorry,
say man, it's a
oh.
little bit specific to a gender.
No, when I say man, I'm like
No,
related
human.
to
Human
every.
is a little bit
Sorry.
stiffer. Okay.
Hey.
That's human for you.
Men.
See.
But that's people for you, basically.
Yeah.
We keep corrupting the beautiful things that God has ordained, created for us.
It's funny. Well, guys, that's all for today. I hope you guys you must have learned something, So if you have someone who's insecure out there, just try and understand them. Don't give up on people, Don't give up on people. You like.
I like how you're giving counseling vibes now.
Maybe I've seen a
They
lot.
say come and spill. They not say come and counsel.
Oh, I've seen a lot.
Come and spill. Why you cancel Dr. T? Anyways, guys, I hope you had a good time watching this, being over here with us. Because I did have a swell time. I hope you did too. So we have come to the end of
The podcast.
today's episode of Shall We Spill?
Yeah, you can check. Like
the floor is so wet.
Even me, I feel like I should go and think back on my life.
We
With
spilled
everything
a
you said
lot,
today, I need to go and
guys.
reflect on myself.
So,
All right, guys. So
it's time to
check
draw the
our-
curtains.
Yeah, to check all our past episodes, you can go on YouTube at Black Point Studios, on TikTok Black Point Entertainment, IG Black Point Entertainment. You can check all our past content and if you want to.
And of course, do well to subscribe.
Yes, please don't
Do
just
not
go
be
and
wicked.
check. Yeah,
Do not be evil.
Yeah.
You cannot be enjoying all of this. The least you can do is to subscribe. Show some
See, I'm
support.
mimicking her.
Show some.
It's what you do with your hand. I don't know. Like,
Sorry, show some love. Okay. Hit the subscribe button, like, of course.
yeah.
Share with your family, friends, whoever you think may need this video. Basically,
Yeah, that toxic
I
person.
mean, we're
you
not
know.
here to judge. We're not here to cancel you. I don't know what you was doing. We're just here to spill.
Better listen to
basically.
my advice. It's for
We're
your own
just here
good.
to spill. At the end of the day, it's your decision that matters, that stands. You're your own
Yeah,
person. You
yeah,
have to make
that's
the
true,
decision for
that's
yourself.
true,
Just
that's
shall do you. That's what I'm going to say. But thanks for being with us today. I remain your...
Why are you dancing? I still don't know.
Did you guys notice that he was fighting me all
I'm
through the
kidding,
show?
I'm
I don't
kidding.
understand. What's all this? Can't I be me? Can't I be my own person?
Be yourself. I'm
Please
just
be
playing.
yourself. Do
Be
not
yourself.
allow people like him.
What do you mean people like me?
What have you been doing since?
What
You have
been doing?
literally had something to say about everything I've been doing. What is it?
It's
Please
just fun.
be your own person. Don't allow anybody to stop you from being your person. That's what I'm going to say.
Don't be yourself. fool.
Okay.
Don't be.
Be yourself.
Be yourself. I'm
Be
just kidding.
authentic.
Be yourself.
Be beautiful. All right.
Yeah. Thank you guys.
Thank you guys for
One love.
watching. I love you guys so much.
Peace.
Peace out.